Have you ever saved 50 cents on a shirt and then spent 2 hours fixing the problem it caused? Or maybe you skipped the test print because you're behind, only to find out the whole run was off. That little shortcut can feel smart in the moment. You're busy, your customers wanted it yesterday, the team is tired, you're trying to keep costs down. But here's the real question you need to ask. Are you saving nickels while losing dollars? Hey regulators, Aaron Montgomery here with today's secret sauce. I want to talk about why cutting corners to save nickels might be costing you many more dollars. In a print shop, it's easy to think the cheapest path is the best path. Cheaper blanks, faster setup, skip the checklist, rush the proof, that good enough print, let it go out the door. But in the chaos of the day-to-day, as we let those things go, those small choices add up. Here's an example that some of you might recognize. You order the cheaper shirt because of that savings of 50 cents. Great, perfect, awesome, congratulations. Until the customer complains that the shirt shrinks, twists, feels unrough, and now they don't reorder. Or maybe worse yet, they don't complain and they just go somewhere else. Or maybe you skip the test print because the design looked fine on screen. Then you print 48 hoodies and realize the placement is too low. Now you're replacing garments and working late. What do 48 blank hoodies cost you? Or how about this one? You rush the order approval, the artwork approval, because they already said that they liked it. Then they come back and say the name is spelled wrong. Now you're stuck having the awkward conversation and probably eating that order as well. Or here's another one that I've seen, or maybe done. You lower your prices to win the order, but then you rush the job to protect your margins. You want to get it done as fast as possible to get that money back from lowering the price. Your quality drops, your team gets frustrated, and the customer still expects full service. This is not saving money. That is borrowing trouble. So how do we stop this? The best first step is to create a simple SOP, standard operating procedure. Not a giant binder that sits on a shelf collecting dust. I mean a simple checklist that you or your team actually use day in and day out. For example, before production starts, confirm the garment, the design size, the placement, the colors of the garments, the due date. Do we have all the approvals? Before the job ships, check the count, check the quality, make sure the packaging's nice. Are there any customer notes that we need to send out thanking them for the order? A good SOP is not there to slow you down. It's there to keep you from paying for the same mistake twice. The second thing that you can do is get really clear on what your core values are. If one of your values is quality, then quality can never disappear when you're busy. If one of your values is customer care, then communication cannot disappear when there's a problem. Values are not just words for your website. They're not just words on your wall. These values, when properly defined and installed as a company culture, they help you and your team make better decisions when you're not standing next to them or difficult times are ahead. For example, if the print looks questionable, what should happen? Does the team push through it, or do they stop and ask? When your values are clear, the answers for everybody around you gets easier. And the third thing we can do is make sure we're leaning into our team's strengths. Not everyone should be doing everything. Maybe one person is great at spotting details. Let them check the proofs. Maybe someone is excellent at organizing. Let them own the schedule board. Maybe your press operator is amazing at solving production issues, but not the best person to talk with a frustrated customer. That's okay. Put people in the right spot on the bus. Better teamwork reduces the pressure that leads to shortcuts. See, the real cost of cutting corners is not just spoilage. It's stress, it's lost trust, it's weaker teams. And ultimately, that cutting corners is training your customers to expect less from you, and then they decide that they want to go elsewhere. So next time you are tempted to say, it's good enough, pause and ask this question. Good enough for what, or good enough for who? Is it good enough for our shop? Or is it just good enough because I'm overly busy, overly tired, or overly stressed out? Because it needs to be good enough to build trust. It needs to be good enough to earn the next order. And here's the secret sauce. The corners you cut today often become the bigger costs you pay tomorrow. So take a few minutes this week and look at one part of your process where mistakes keep showing up. Build one simple checklist, clarify one standard or value, put one team member in a role that fits their strengths. You do not have to have everything fixed all at once. Just stop paying the price for the same shortcut over and over again. That's your secret sauce for today. Thanks for letting me share some ideas with you that could quickly change the success of your business.